Good evening. Welcome to BTPS. Yeah. So everybody enjoyed their New Year Eve. After so many holidays, we have came back with our Python programming program, the interview preparations for MNCs. So we have completed the data types, few questions on data types, right? Before the New Year holidays. So let's continue with those. So we completed data types, right? We have completed all these questions and we have to continue with the 11th one. This one. Write a program to get real and imaginary part of an entered number. Entered complex number, right? We have to write a program to get real and imaginary part of an entered complex number. So let's continue and solve this problem. Okay. So open the notepad and what is the question? The question is write a program to get the real and imaginary part. Imaginary part of the complex number. Okay. So let's save it first. Save as d11.py. So d11.py. So what we need to do? Enter a complex number first. So make a variable com for complex equal complex of input enter a number. Enter a number. So we have got a complex number as an input, right? So what we have to get is real and imaginary part. So to get the real part and imaginary part, we have some variables in Python for complex numbers. Those are real and imag. We use dot real and dot imag to get the real and imaginary part like this. So print of com dot real and then print com dot imag, right? This will get us what? Com's real part and com's imaginary part. Okay. So let's run and check. Open a command prompt. Okay, so the D11 is our name of the file. D11. Enter a number. So what we have to enter? A complex number, right? So 5 plus 30j. Okay. Complex number allows only J format, not I in Python. We use J. Okay. So 5 plus 30J. So if we enter this, 5.0 is the real part and 30.0 is the imaginary part. So let's check it once more. Like if we do it like this, like D11 dot y, enter the number. We give only real part. So what we'll get in imaginary part? Let's check. 5, only 5. So 5 for the real part and for imaginary there's nothing. So 0.0. Okay. Okay. Same goes for the real part. If we don't provide the real part, we will going to get 0.0. Like this one. Check it once again. Enter a number. We are going to enter 80J. So we don't have any real part, right? So for the real part we get 0.0 and for imaginary part we have 80.0. Okay. Any doubts? So let's move on the next question. So what is the next question? What is the next question? 12th question. Write a program to represent the use of first argument with and without and second argument with and without and third argument in slice operator. So what we have to do is we have to use slice operator with one argument, 2 and 3. Okay, so let's test it. So firstly, why we use slice operator? Why do we use slice operator? Slice means what? Slice means what? Slice means a piece of something, a piece. Like pizza has 6 or 9 slices. Slices means pieces, right? Small pieces. So slice operator is used for string. String, what it does is it gets us a part of string, like a slice, a part of or a piece of string, using the parameters or argument we pass. Okay. So let's perform this task. Let's perform this task and notepad. So what is the question? Copy and paste. This is very long. Okay, let's save it. The 12.py. So we know that, right? That 3 lines. If we have to write multi lines, we use triple single quotes, right? To give commit. Right? Write a program to represent the use of first argument with and without second argument and then with and without for third two. So let's enter a string first. So let's input a string or let's give a string. For example, so s, okay, as a variable string, and let's take a string as when Russell, right? When underscore Russell. Okay, when Russell. Then what we have to perform is let's use first argument, right? Firstly, the first argument. So, first argument. Argument, right? Then what we do is we use s of square brackets to use slice operator, and the syntax of slice operator is the first argument is also star colon then end colon, it's not end, it's end plus 1, or you can say end also, it's optional, right? You know that, right? Then we have step. Step means was it means jump, right? The steps we want to jump or skip in the string. Okay, start means the index we want to start, and the end means start ending index minus 1. End means end minus 1. End equals end minus 1. Okay, so whatever end we provide, like we provide, if we provide 8, then we are going to get the slice of from the starting index to 7. Okay, because it's 8 minus 1. Okay, and for step we have the increment we want to do, or decrement. It means simply the jumping process. Okay, so for the start we use, so we have to provide first argument, one argument, right? So for the one argument, it provides the alphabet on the given index. If we provide one argument in slice operator, what it does is it provides the specific character on that index. So if we pass 0, see what it will print is print of s of 0, right? Okay, so what it will do is open folder and cmd d12.py. So we get v. We have name of Van Rossum, right? So it is what? V. V is on the 0 index, right? So we get V. Okay? We get V. Okay? So next argument. So what we have is we provide 4 or 5. Okay? Whatever. Then check it. CLS. Then D12. We get O. Why O? Why do we get O? Because it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 5 index, what we have is O. Okay? So we get O. If we provide 78, so what we are going to get? Guess, please, students. Please guess. You have to, right? You have to. What should we get? $78 of slice operator. So D12.py. In string index out of range. Okay. See, if you provide 2 arguments, it is not going to give that. We are going to move on that topic too, but let's first clear out the one argument thing. So it's working specifically like an array does. If it doesn't have a specific element on the given index, actually it doesn't have that index too, because our string is of very small length. It doesn't have a 78 index, so it is not going to fetch anything, hence the string is out of range. Okay, but if we provide 2 arguments like this, a starting index, then what we are going to get is, let's check, Van Rossum, right? What it does is it starts from 0, that is the starting index, of course. Then it goes from until it reaches the end. right? It is not fetching 78 index specifically that we have to reach 78. It is going to fetch the data until it has something in it. Until the string is empty, it is going to fetch all of that. Okay. So we are getting when Russell. Okay. So let's move on. Second arguments, right? So what we had is, let's write the syntax over here of slice operator. So slice is start colon end minus one colon step. Right. This is the same thing, right? So what we did is we have 0 as start index, then we have end minus 1. Okay, so let's provide, and why we have when Rasam as how many characters? Let's check. Let's make it in a paint, right? So it will be in better explanation. Let's make the compartments, right? So what we are getting is, when Ross so what we have is VA, then N, then underscore, we have underscore there, then we have R, then we have O, then we have S, then S, then A, then N, right? So let's make one more compartment here. So we have M, right? So in slice operator, let's make the indexing over here. Okay. So we have 1. It will start from 1. Indexing starts from 0 always. So 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, and we have 9. Cool. So then the negative indexing we have to make, right? Negative indexing. Negative indexing starts from left. So we have, let's make it from left. So we have minus 1, and it starts from minus 1, not from 0. Then we have minus 2, then we have minus 3, then minus 4, then minus 5. Oh, shit, okay, so minus 5, right? Minus 6, then minus 7, then minus 8, then oh my god, we are missing something, right? minus 1, minus 2, minus. Okay. So we have long space here. Okay, this is right. This is right. Minus 5. Now it is fine. Then let's remove spaces from here and add some here. Yeah, correct. So minus 7 and 8. These also provide some here. Yeah, fine. Yeah, minus 9. Oh my god. Then minus 10. This is okay. We got it. Finally, all the indexings in their places. Did we got it? Yeah, we did. Okay, we got it right. 6, then 5, then 4. Let's some add here. Then the third one. Okay, minus 2. Here. Okay, we got it. So the negative indexing does what? It shows the direction of traversing, right? It shows the direction of traversing, that is from right to left, and if it is positive it shows left to right. Okay, so if we have in the steps from right to left, we get negative indexing. Okay, and if the step is positive, that means the direction is from left to right. Okay, okay, so let's check it. What we are trying to do is, if you provide 0 over here and if we provide, what is the last index? What is the last index here? It is 9, right? So the ending index what we provide is end minus 1. So the last index is 9. So let's provide 9 over here. So what we are going to get is CLS D12 brand Rossa. So what happened is, the length was what? 9, and end does what is end minus 1. So it excludes the end, right? So it will not take 9 as an index. It will not include 9. It will take what? Till 8, because it is 9 minus 1, that is 8. Okay? Understood this much? My point? So to get full length, we should provide what? End plus 1. So if we have 9, then we should provide 10. Okay, so now we are going to get the full Van Rossum. Okay, we are going to get the full string. Okay. So what is the next thing is, let's provide one thing, only the starting index and remove the end index. Okay, we provide only starting index and remove the end index. What we are going to get? Okay, let's change this into second argument. Second argument, save. Then if we are going to provide only starting index, what we are going to get? So let's run and check. CLS Van Rossum. In this argument, what it does is, it takes the first argument as 0. So it will start from 0. Originally it will start from 0 by default. We have provided it 0. So it will start from 0 and it will go up to, it gets the data. If we don't provide any end index, then what it does is, it reads the whole string until it gets the data. Okay, it will read it. Okay, any doubt? Okay. So the next example is remove the start index and provide the end index. Okay. Remove the start index and add the end index. Okay. It's like the before one, like vice versa of the previous one, right? So let's CLS. Let's run and we are getting Van Rosser. Why we are getting this is this output why we are getting. We didn't provided any start index, so how it will take it from 0. So what slice operator does is it takes 0 as a default start end point, right? So starting point value is always 0. Okay, slice operator takes 0 as the starting point by default. Okay, 0.0 is the starting index by default, and 9 we are providing it, so 9 minus 1 8, hence it is removing m from the last and we are getting Van Rosser as output. Okay, any doubts? Okay, let's move on to the next one. So if we remove both, what we are going to get? If we remove both of the arguments, what we are going to get? So what we are going to get is a big error, right? Because we are not providing anything. It will not take by default both thing as default, right? It cannot, right? So we are getting when Rossum, we are not getting any error. We get when Rossum as the output. Because if we don't provide any start index or any end index, it will read the data from 0 by default, as the starting index is starts from 0 by default and end index until it gets data. Okay, okay, any doubts? No doubts. Okay, so let's move on the third argument also. So what is step? What is step in slice operator? Step is something that increments or changes the index in slice operator. By default, step's value is 1. Okay, because see, firstly we have start index as 0, then how it becomes 1? It increments from 0 to 1, right? Then we get A as index and we get Van Rossum like that. So it gets incremented by 1 every time, right? So the step by default value is plus 1. Okay, if here in this example we don't provide any, we have not provided any step, right? Like 1 we have not provided, but it is incrementing, right? That's how we are getting Van Rossum, right? V A N underscore, it's getting incremented one by one every time. Okay, hence the steps by default value is 1. Fine, so let's run and check this one. You're getting Van Rossum. So if we don't provide any start value or end value, it will start from 0 by default and end it until it's get data, and steps value is plus 1 every time, hence it increments 1 value every time. Okay, and if we provide it 2, what it is going to get? Let's run and check. CLS then d.py when RSA VN RSA. So what it did is, let's from this one. Let's understand from this one, right? So what it did is VAN underscore ROSSAN. We have this data, right? So it started from V, then it incremented from 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. So V2 N. So we get an output of VN, right? Here, see, we get V and N. Then we have 2. Then 2 plus 2 is 4. Then we get R. Hence, VNR. VNR. Same goes for S and A, hence we are getting this VNRS. Right? Understood? Understood? If you provide here 1, then 6, then 2. Then let's run and check. CLS of d12.py. So we get A underscore O. Why are we getting this? So start index is 1, hence we are getting A. We are getting A, right? Here, see. We are getting A because starting index is 1 here. Okay. Then what happened is it incremented to 2. So what happened is 1 plus 2 is 3. So we are getting underscore. Then the end index is 6, right? End is index is 6. So 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay. So we can get data up to 5. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So we're getting O as the output. So we're getting A underscore O. Okay. Any doubts? In doubt? Okay, okay. 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 This much for today. We will see you tomorrow. Okay. You don't have any doubts in this question, right? So let's end this session. Thank you.